All right, welcome back to No Man's Sky. This is TheSurvivalBob. We are in the Voyager update, and I'm going to show you guys how to build my version of the Eagle 5 Winnebago. Is it exact? Not even close. Does it look like a Winnebago? Kinda. It's got wheels, it's got wings, it's got a cockpit. It's Winnebago-y, you know? So let me show you guys how I built this real quick in creative mode. So if you want to give it a shot, you can do so yourself, or at least give you guys some ideas. We're gonna go with create a new corvette. All right, so let's build a Winnebago. The first thing we got to lay down is a landing gear. So let's start with that. All right, so we got our landing gear. Next, let's grab some habs. So we're gonna use a Thunderbird class hab, and I'm gonna stack up like this. Put 3 on there. Then I'm gonna grab a half walkway. And then I'm going to fill that last part in with a reactor. So we've got that out of the way. Everything's squared, looking good. And I'm going to go ahead and start painting this. I'm going to go with this dark weathered finish and try to keep it that way so I don't have to paint it at the end. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll grab a reinforced hull link, and we're going to stick that at the bottom just for a little bit of dimension. We need a landing bay, so we're going to slap that there. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab a albatross, a side pod, which I don't know why it's a side pod. It looks like it's good on the back for me. And then we're going to stick one there and one there to kind of square that up. It actually looks good. That'd be a good looking cab, but unfortunately the cab shapes that we have to work with aren't the best, but the best one I think for this project is gonna be the Thunderbolt here. Then we're gonna take and grab the Speed Bird. We're gonna grab that one just because it's a little bit smaller, and I feel like it lines up good with that little pipe. Then we're going to grab our wheels, and for the wheels we're gonna use the Arcadia thrusters because it looks like they are our wheels. So we're going to slap these on the bottom here, and it will step on that landing gear. As silly as that is. Here and here. Now we need the wings, because this is a space Winnebago. So for the wings, I'm going to go with a bolted joint here and here. And then we're going to go with a rock hopper fin here and here, and then we need to add a little bit more thrust, so, and just to kind of make it look a little bit closer to Eagle 5, which it's not going to be that. We don't have the parts to make it look like that. I can't wait to see what you guys do, but this will give us some blue trails coming out of the back at least. I looked and I couldn't find anything good round to go here, but that's the best I can do, which I think is not bad. And next we need to, it's a little thin, so we're gonna go in and thicken her up a little bit with some windows. I'm gonna grab these windows. We're gonna make sure we are still on our color. Not that it matters because I don't know how to make these not green. But so we're gonna slap a window here and here. We're gonna slap a window here. You know what? Maybe I won't do that window. Yeah, maybe I'll just do it like that. And then we're gonna grab a paneled window, and this one for sure you gotta make sure you're colored because you cannot change this once you stick it in. So we're gonna grab that and we're gonna put it here and here. So next we wanna add some touches, and I like to use the air purifier here. Let's go ahead and maybe make that a little bit of a different color. There we go, light gray and orange. Yeah, metallic, that's good. All right, so we'll go with a metallic finish on that. Then I'm gonna grab a small vent. I'm gonna stick the small vent right there. And we'll actually color that back to the color of the Winnebago. Do that. Now we need an antenna. We don't need an antenna, but I want an antenna. I'm gonna stick the antenna kind of right there. Just kind of, it'll merge in some interesting places. So play around, figure out where you want to put it. Then we're gonna grab a weapon system. The weapon system I am gonna choose for this is a torpedo launcher, because I feel like I can hide it in back here, and I don't really want a big weapon system on this because this is a family van, right? We don't want to scare people off. We want them to come and enjoy the family experience in the Winnebago with big rockets on it, right? So let's go ahead and finish that off. Now, I'm gonna confirm my changes. Yes. So I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna add a few more touches. I'm gonna add some lights from the regular building part. And we're gonna come over here. Let's go into first person so we can do this better. And we wanna go to the light section and we're gonna grab this wall light. This wall light does a good job of pretending to be a headlight as far as I'm concerned. So we're gonna stick one there. And we're gonna stick one here, like so. And then I'm gonna get a big one here just to kind of take this space up at the bottom. There we go. I think that looks great. All right, let's take a look inside this bad boy. Let's go ahead and close the hatch up so we can take off. Got plenty of room back here. I like the aesthetic of this. I think this works well for the Winnebago look I'm going for. Upstairs, goes right into the cockpit. Got some more room back there as well, so lots of room for stuffs, which is what we want. And then let's take off and get a look at her. Go into photo mode out here and see what we think. Definitely looks like a Winnebago in the butt to me. All right, so here we are in photo mode with our Winnebago. I think we could do some more to it with some stickers and some things like that, but I'm pretty pleased with what we got. I like the lights on the front. I think those did well. I like the way the wheels look, because I definitely wanted it to have the wheels. And yeah, the only thing I'd like to figure out a little bit better is the wings. I think they did okay, but I would like to have a way to turn those pieces to the side, so that instead of vertical stripes, that's a horizontal stripe. Although it does kind of work with the booster. So yeah, that is our Winnebago, and of course we can shoot. Damage potential, it's not, you know, it's a Winnebago. So it's got a little bit of damage potential, some shields. Probably should put a shield in here somewhere. Hyperdrive, maneuverability. It's not bad. It'll get you around. What's a Winnebago if you don't go camping? So let's take her down to the planet and see how she does. Got a nice camp spot. Go ahead and land. Bam. There she is. And you notice that the landing gear sticks out a little bit farther because I boxed it up. In the building place, it didn't stick out that far. It was level. So, guys, thanks again for watching. Let me know what you guys are building in the comments. Give me some ideas what else you guys would like to see. I've got another one that I spent probably 4 hours on during a stream the other day that I'm honestly still messing with. We'll put a video out on soon, but thanks again for watching, guys. And remember, if you're gonna be a Bob, have fun with it. Oh, we gotta change the name. There we go. Now it's official. Eagle 5.